go to run out of pages, and you can go ahead and just click that red button. This will record for you. I'm with the Grand Rapids.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for that.
I'll post some of yours there. Great. Thank you.
Our next guest, someone who has become a very, very good friend to us here at the Muskegon Patriots, a member of Tea Party of West Michigan, someone who has been instrumental in our growth, and their entire group has been so helpful in helping us find our legs, establish our new, relatively new group, go through some of the growing pains and the guidance that he's given us. Fred started his career in 1969 in the Naval Reserve and was commissioned to the United States Navy in 1974, rising to the level of captain. Now, not only did he command the Fleet Training Center Atlantic, which is the largest training facility in the Navy, educating and training over 35,000 sailors per year, but he is also, after he retired, mind you, he was hired by the U.S. government to hold many different positions, including the Chief Enterprise Architect for the entire Navy Human Resource Department, which covers over 1 million sailors, officers, and federal employees. With great pride and honor, I want to now introduce Fred Birch.
Let's see. I'm not sure I'm as tall as Leroy. And it's always hard to follow up when you've got a school teacher going first and a congressman's letter second. So obviously I'll have to try to do my best. As Leroy said, and I want to thank the Muskegon Patriots as a group, and Leroy and Josh in particular, for allowing me to address this group. Over the years in the Navy, and they asked me to talk a little bit about what it means to be in the military and what the Constitution actually means to the military. And I'll try to do that. I'll try to sum that up in a way that I hope will be compelling to all of you. But over the years, for 33 years of naval service and then 5 years of federal service thereafter, and in particular during the 12 years that I was in command, I had the opportunity to participate in countless, literally thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of enlistments, re-enlistments, retirement ceremonies, different kinds of programs where sailors were either beginning their careers, continuing their careers, ending their careers, having transition points. And during those time frames, we would renew our oaths as military members. And the oath is a very simple oath. And it's not unlike the oath that the federal workers take or a state politician that goes to Washington to represent you takes. But they would raise their right hands. And I would ask them to repeat after me. And the oath goes, I solemnly swear to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and to obey the officers appointed over me according to the rules and regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. Now, every individual in our federal government takes that same oath, not necessarily the obey the officers and Uniform Code of Military Justice, but to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Now, when that oath was over, I would always reach into my back pocket and pull out a little pocket Constitution, just like the ones that they're passing out over at this table here today. And I would say, when you take an oath, which is sacred when you speak those words and you swear by all that's holy that you are going to uphold and defend and support and to bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution, then you need to understand what it is that you are swearing to. And so I would have a little bit of a training session with them there, and I would say to them, you need to understand what the Constitution is. It's not just an idea or a concept or this ethereal thing that people talk about. What the Constitution is the contract by which we, the people of the United States, have agreed to be governed. We built the Constitution, not we in this particular setting, but the we, the people, the big we, the people, as Ruth so aptly put it, developed the Constitution and said, this is how we are going to be governed. And it's the contract. It is the contract between the people and the government. And it's very important for us to understand that we, the people have the power, not the federal government. That we, the people, are the ones that wrote the contract. And if that contract starts to be bent or it starts to be broken, that we, the people, can in fact fix it so it's right, okay? And the thing about the Constitution is it's a balancing act. It truly is. It's a balancing act between the individuals and the amount of government that it takes in order to govern we the people, okay? And I would tell them that we need to be very careful. We need to be extremely careful that we don't imbalance the contract. Because if you infringe on the rights of one person, let's say that you infringe on the rights of one person, right of speech, the First Amendment rights, you infringe on the collective, okay? You infringe on everybody's rights. And if you infringe on somebody's voting rights in violation of the 19th Amendment, then you infringe on the collective. You have imbalanced the Constitution, okay? And then I would say to these folks, I would say, now look, what does it mean to support and defend the Constitution of the United States? It's very, very easy, very clear cut for a military man to say, if it's a foreign threat, well, I can pick up my rifle, I can get on my ship, I can fly my airplane, and I can defend the Constitution of the United States by defending the homeland, defending the people. We can defend the people. Very easy to do that. Very easy to see that. But when you're talking about a domestic threat, what is it that we're really talking about? We're talking about infringements upon our constitutional rights across the we, the people. And I say this acutely aware that we are currently in an extremely large constitutional debate. Okay?